Alert days in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow for the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. I'll tell you when we can expect the storms in here in just a few minutes.
Madison sees its first fire-related death in more than a year, but firefighters say this case is very unusual. We'll tell you why.
But first, 12 U.S. military members are killed in a suicide bombing while trying to rescue Americans and their allies in Afghanistan. Tonight, the president says he is committed to finishing our mission there. Right now on News 3 Now at 5.
To those who carried out this attack, as well as anyone who wishes America harm, know this: we will not forgive. We will not forget. We will hunt you down and make you pay.
Just in the last half hour, President Biden vowing to kill whoever planned today's suicide bombing in Kabul. Graphic video and pictures from Afghanistan show the chaos 2 suicide bombers and men with guns caused outside the airport. Right now, more than 80 people have been killed in those attacks, and again, that includes 12 U.S. service members. Another 143 Afghans were wounded in the attack. Officials say those numbers are likely to go up. One attack happened at a hotel near the airport, another at the Abbey Gate entrance where refugees have been gathering now for weeks. According to President Biden, ISIS-K was likely behind the attack, but the U.S. is still working to confirm that. The president, along with military leaders, are saying they are not stopping their mission.
Let me be clear. While we're saddened by the loss of life, both U.S. and Afghan, we're continuing to execute the mission. Our mission is to evacuate U.S. citizens, third country nationals, special immigrant visa holders, U.S. Embassy staff, and Afghans at risk.
Officials say there are still 5,000 Afghan evacuees on the ramp awaiting airlift.
As we've been sharing with you, many of those refugees are heading to Fort McCoy right here in Wisconsin, where they'll go through a resettlement process. Afghan refugees who have already settled here are asking for your support and compassion for the new refugees. They say one of the biggest barriers is communication and learning English. This man resettled in Madison last fall on a special immigrant visa after working with the U.S. military in Afghanistan. Our Naomi Cole spoke with him with the help of an interpreter hotline today, and he has 2 key messages. Refugees coming here need communication support as they struggle to learn English and assimilate into the community. And he is begging the U.S. government, especially after today's chaos, to help his friends and family get out.
Killing those who work with the U.S. military in Afghanistan. So they said there is still a lot of hurt to the people who work side by side with the U.S. government and still live behind. So we urge the United States government to focus on those people to get them safe to the United States.
Naomi spoke to the organization that's helping him and other refugees learn English and integrate into the community. Tonight at 6, she'll share more of his story and the ways you can volunteer to help incoming refugees learn the language.
There are many other ways you can help the refugees as well.
Open Doors for Refugees has been helping people resettle in Madison. For the past 6 years, they're asking for your help, considering how many people they expect to arrive here in the coming months. Our Jamie Perez tells us more about how you can contribute.
Last Tuesday, we set up our 54th apartment.
Ken Bond takes pride in knowing he's helped refugees resettle in Madison for the past 6 years.
They're exhausted. You know, I think they come in, they must have a tremendous sense of relief that at least this part of their journey is over.
Now preparing for an influx of Afghan refugees, his organization, Open Doors for Refugees, could use your help.
Armchairs, televisions, nightstands, TV stands. We don't take beds. Or bedding.
Since news of the crisis in Afghanistan broke about 2 weeks ago, dozens of people have offered to help, but they still need more.
Now, right now, we are in just one of 3 of their major donation centers. You can see a lot of household items. Even though they still need a lot more donations, there's other things that they need help with as well.
You know, if we really get the influx of Afghan refugees that we could, we're going to have to really ramp up everything, including more pickups and because we'll be having more apartment setups.
Volunteers, people to pick up donations, drop them off, move furniture to furbish apartments, and more.
People to drive people around. When they get here, they have to go to a lot of appointments for that first month.
Vaughn said any gently used or good condition household items they'll take.
And we don't want to put stuff in their apartments that we wouldn't be comfortable with in ours.
Whatever you're able to give, he and the refugees will be grateful for the help.
They ended one journey and they're starting another. It's not going to be easy for them.
In Madison, Jamie Perez.
Thank God for this community. We live in a community of concerned people who really want to help.
News 3 Now.
If you would like to donate your items or your time to volunteer, please reach out to Open Doors for Refugees. We have their contact information on our website, channel3000.com.
Well, today's an alert day. Tomorrow is too. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti keeping an eye out for some possible thunderstorms tonight. Could be severe, and he joins us now with your certified most accurate forecast, Gary.
Yeah, Eric, we're continuing to watch thunderstorms develop to our north and west. Now, we've had a few into southern Wisconsin, but so far, nothing has been severe. But we do have alert days in the forecast for tonight and tomorrow for the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms that could produce heavy rain and high winds. Those are the two main threats. High-resolution radar right now, you can see a few thunderstorms moving into parts of Crawford and northern Grant counties, but those have been below severe limits. More strong to severe thunderstorms have been developing up toward the Twin Cities, and that might be the main area that develops tonight and then moves southeastward across southern Wisconsin overnight. Storm Prediction Center has a slight risk of severe thunderstorms west of Madison, a marginal risk for isolated severe storms east of Madison, but tomorrow a slight risk over much of southern Wisconsin as storms, especially early to mid-afternoon, could become strong to severe and also produce heavy rain. Some of the computer model forecasts are showing 2 to 3 inches or more of rain in some areas, and that could cause some flooding concerns. Right now, temperatures are in the mid-80s here in Madison with dew point temperatures in the upper 60s, so it's very humid. Storms could pop up at any time. Look for an overnight low temperature of about 69 degrees with thunderstorms more likely overnight. Tomorrow, some thunderstorm chances, especially during the morning and early afternoon with a high of 86. Later on, I'll take a look at the prospects for some heat as we head into the weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you. Gary and his team working hard to stay ahead of any severe weather, and you can stay up to date on our weather as well with our First Warn Forecast weather app. Hourly forecast, road conditions, the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather.
You have to go back 14 months to find the last time someone died in a fire in Madison. But sadly, that changed last night with one person found dead inside a West Side apartment.
But how that person died isn't certain. Talil Mohudin is live at Summit Hill Apartments near Elver Park tonight to explain. Talil?
The medical examiner hasn't released a name, age, or any description of the person found dead here just after 5 last night. What we do know is that the fire didn't spread as much as it could have. Firefighters pulling up to this West Side apartment complex in Madison last night were puzzled at first.
We didn't know the source of the alarm.
They were called to Summit Hill Apartments on McKenna Boulevard just after 5 p.m. They started with a sweep of the building.
Located the alarm panel, which indicated there was smoke in a part of the building and that there was water flowing, which indicated that an automatic fire sprinkler had activated.
That gave crews a sense of which unit to enter. Inside, they found one person dead.
There was evidence of fire. There was smoke banked to the floor.
What's further puzzling is how the person died. Given sprinklers helped greatly to put out the fire, officials say they're not positive fire or smoke killed the person.
We know that fire sprinklers prevent death and injury. So that's what makes this unique, and that's why we're waiting for more information to understand what might have happened.
Also impacted, 27 people temporarily out of their homes. The Red Cross spoke with 6 of them virtually.
For temporary lodging at a local hotel, as well as some of the basics they might need in terms of food or maybe things like replacement prescriptions just for the next couple of days ahead.
2 floors are temporarily closed off while safety inspectors check for problems. The fire department estimates there's about $50,000 in damage. No one else was hurt.
To Little, thank you. As the Delta variant continues to spread, the Madison Metropolitan School District is offering virtual learning for elementary school age children. MMSD says it is still planning on in-person instruction 5 days per week, but the district is offering the virtual option for any student between 4K and 5th grade. Those who enter into the virtual program will need to commit to it for the entire first semester. Parents who are interested in the virtual option for their kids need to fill out an interest form by noon on Monday, August 30th. You can find that form on our website, channel3000.com.
Healthcare providers around Dane County want you to know they are leading by example. 2 more in the last week set vaccine mandates for their employees at a Grace Hospice Care. Accepting death is part of life. According to CEO and President Lynn Sexton, their new vaccine mandate is their way of accepting reality.
I truly, truly believe that the vaccine is the best and safest way for us to get past this pandemic.
Grace's Fitchburg Center already had a 90% staff vaccination rate at the time they announced the mandate. Well, that number has since increased to just under 95%.
The CDC issued a warning today about the overuse and the misuse of an anti-parasite drug that is being used as a COVID treatment. The CDC says the off-label use of the anti-parasite drug ivermectin as a COVID-19 treatment has led to a sharp increase this summer to poison control centers across the country. It comes as COVID cases are increasing across the country. The CDC says COVID deaths nationwide will likely increase over the next 4 weeks, with an additional 5,000 to 17,000 deaths expected.
And a new study is pointing a grim light on just how widespread the coronavirus was last year. It says 1 in 3 Americans had the virus by the end of 2020, but the study says less than a quarter of those cases were officially recorded because COVID testing wasn't readily available in the beginning of the pandemic. Researchers from Columbia University created a model that simulated disease transmission. They also used population, mobility, and case data. They found that more than 60% of the population in Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and the Dakotas were infected at some point in 2020.
Another day of a slight increase in Wisconsinites getting fully vaccinated. Right now, 51% of residents have completed their vaccine series. And in Dane County's continuing to lead the state in vaccination. 69% of residents have completed the vaccine series.
Former President Trump being sued again, this time for his involvement in the January 6th insurrection. I'll tell you who's filing the lawsuit ahead at 5.
The city of Madison is reevaluating how it responds to 911 calls for nonviolent mental health concerns. We'll tell you how coming up tonight at 6.
On Wall Street, red numbers as the Dow takes a 192-point dive. The Nasdaq loses 96. The S&P down 26. We'll be right back.
Don't wait. Furniture and Appliance Mart's 4-day Labor Day preview appliance deals are on now. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance deals. Plus no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
It's a fact. We use our internet and TV more than ever, with most of us spending nearly 7 hours a day online. So it's no wonder thousands of families are switching to Spectrum, because most families have up to 8 connected devices, which means they need even more speed. Switch to Spectrum Internet and get the fastest starting speeds for the price. 200 megabits for just $44.99 a month, with a free modem and free security suite included. Call 833-546-4499. When it comes to TV, we're watching more than ever. In fact, 80% of us watch TV every day. Spectrum TV lets you catch all your favorite sports, news, and more live. Plus, download the free Spectrum TV app and watch on your devices. Switch to Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-546-4499. The fact is, Spectrum has the best services at the best price. Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. We'll even buy out your current contract. Call 833-546-4499.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Classic beef and cheddar hard. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
Mom's gonna kill us. Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra control gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Tonight at 6, we have a pair of alert days. Gary Canalti will let us know when to expect storms, and we're following the latest developments in Afghanistan as the mission here in Wisconsin remains the same, welcoming refugees as they come and help those who choose to stay.
When the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County launched their back-to-school supplies drive, News 3 Now wanted to help and took action right away. And you responded. Thank you for your generosity. News 3 Now, taking action where our community needs it most. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
U.S. Capitol Police officers who were attacked and beaten during the Capitol riot are suing former President Trump, his allies, and members of far-right extremist groups. The lawsuit accuses them of intentionally sending a violent mob on January 6th to disrupt the congressional certification of the election. The suit in federal court in Washington alleges Trump worked with white supremacists, violent extremist groups, and campaign supporters to violate the Ku Klux Klan Act and commit acts of domestic terrorism in an unlawful effort to stay in power. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of the 7 officers. New video shows the destruction caused by an explosion at an Arizona strip mall. This is in Chandler, southeast of Phoenix. 4 people were hurt in the explosion. Aerials show the building that exploded was a printing company. An area preschool had to be evacuated while officials investigate what happened.
Some workers are evacuating from the Gulf of Mexico as a tropical storm forms in the Caribbean. According to the National Hurricane Center, Tropical Depression 9 that formed near Jamaica and Grand Cayman today has strengthened into Tropical Storm Ida. It's expected to hit the U.S. coast as a hurricane. The NHC says the storm will likely strengthen over the weekend. It's tracking toward Louisiana or the upper Texas coast. It could develop into a hurricane as early as Saturday.
Gary is watching that, and also alert days in our forecast for the next 2 days. Hi, Gary.
Hi, yeah, first things first, we have alert days in the forecast for tonight and for tomorrow for the possibility for some strong to severe thunderstorms with high winds and heavy rain being the main threats. Tonight, it looks like they're more likely to occur around midnight or shortly thereafter. Tomorrow, maybe some in the morning, and then again in the afternoon and early evening. Now, as we take a look at high-resolution Doppler radar, we're seeing some showers and isolated thunderstorms moving into parts of southwestern Wisconsin. These have been below severe limits, but farther to the north and west, some severe weather moved through the Twin Cities area. Those storms have diminished as they moved into northwestern Wisconsin. Now we're starting to see a line of storms develop through central Minnesota, and this may become the main event. It may move southeastward with time across much of southern Wisconsin overnight and bring the potential for some high winds and also areas out to the west. So the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather outlook has a slight risk or a level 2 risk of severe thunderstorms west of Madison, a level 1 or a marginal risk for isolated severe thunderstorms east of Madison, where those storms will reach later tonight and the atmosphere a little bit more stable. But farther out to the west, the highest risk is over parts of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, an enhanced risk of severe weather with high winds being the main threat there. Again, these storms will be weakening a little bit as they push into southern Wisconsin. The hail threat farther out to the west, that's where the initial storm development will take place, as well as the tornado threat. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, but I think the best chances will be out to the west of us. Now tomorrow, we've got a level 2 or slight risk over much of southern Wisconsin, a marginal risk over eastern and central portions of the state. Again, high winds, the main threat, maybe not as high, maybe it's not as widespread as what may occur later on tonight. Hail threat also about the same in the same area. And again, can't rule out an isolated tornado, but the wind and hail threat probably the higher threat. And then the other problem could be heavy rain. Take a look at some of these computer model forecasts from FutureTrack. The potential for 3 to 5 inches or more of rain through parts of central Wisconsin. This area of heavier rain has been fluctuating up and back, and a lot of it will just depend on where the storms eventually develop and where they move through. A couple of rounds of storms could easily dump 3 to to 4 inches of rain over a short period of time. Meantime, this mass of clouds down south of Cuba has become Tropical Storm Ida. Maximum sustained winds at 40 miles per hour. The forecast, though, from the National Hurricane Center brings it across Cuba, strengthens it into a hurricane, and perhaps brings it near New Orleans as a major hurricane or close to a major hurricane as we head into Sunday, and then eventually we'll move northward. Now, this may bring a little moisture into our area toward the end of next week, but what it will do is actually slow the weather progression of systems down and keep us relatively quiet for much of next week. But right now, instead of Ida, we're underneath the influence of this jet stream, dividing hot and humid air to the south to cooler air to the north, and that's why we're seeing these rounds of thunderstorms over the same general area. Temperatures mid-80s here. The rain has cooled the air to temperatures in the 70s to our north and to our west, but that's setting up a temperature contrast zone that'll fuel the next round of storms later on tonight. And you see those dew point temperatures near 70 degrees over much of southern Wisconsin. So again, that brings the potential for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Look for a low of 69, some patchy fog and showers and storms, especially overnight into tomorrow. And some of those could be strong to severe with high winds, hail, and heavy rain. High tomorrow at 86. Future track, you can see that round of storms, and this literally has just been updated in the last 15 minutes. You can see a break and then some more storms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and then as we head into Saturday, those storms lift northward and temperatures jump into the lower 90s. And rainfall, some areas could see 3 to 5 inches or more of rain depending on where the heaviest storms form. Alert days in the forecast through Friday, hot and humid Saturday, thunderstorms Sunday, and then like I say, next week because of Ida, a break in much of the precipitation, just a chance of rain Tuesday and Friday, and maybe Saturday of Labor Day weekend. As we check out first warn traffic right now, on the Beltline, we're seeing our usual construction delays, especially eastbound from Monona Drive back to around Seminole Highway. As far as travel times are concerned, 21 minutes on the eastbound Beltline, 18 minutes in the westbound Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Right now, normal times, 25 minutes down to Janesville on I-3990 from the Beltline, a quick 15 minutes from Middleton to Sauk City on US 12, and downtown to Sun Prairie is a 16-minute commute. That's your news for now. First warn traffic.
All right, Gary, thank you. Where your kid can be a kid, the special reason that has a local boy getting to do just that at Chuck E. Cheese. The story coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's time for back to school, so get to Rogan's today for styles your kids will love. Plus, save the receipt and the next pair is half price. Family Savings gets an A+ at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale starts now. Save up to 60% off holiday doorbusters like these while they last. And 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase. Pay less than $17 a month for a new room you'll love. Going on now at Ashley Home Store.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Menards has everything you need to update the look of your home. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. We have the best in-stock selection to take home today or design your door your way, in-store or online on Menards.com. Update your garage with a new Chamberlain garage door opener. They offer innovative high-tech features to make it easy for home and garage access setup. Get 11% off all Chamberlain garage door openers.
Save big money at Menards.
We're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked Medicare. So are you behind get this for free and that for free with your Medicare plan?
I'm just a paid spokesperson. I'm not an insurance agent.
Are you wearing a fur coat and stockings?
So we get a lot of calls about that guy. It's sad because our local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles Joel promises, only better.
And our services are free. When it comes to Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency.
All Denny's pancakes are made to order with fresh buttermilk, but this month's Spotlight Stack is a Patriot. Fresh, sweet, and full of freedom. New red, white, and blue pancakes. This month's Spotlight Stack. See you at Denny's.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Nariva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance? Yes, please. Nariva, think bigger.
Back to school is not what it used to be.
There are new safety concerns, new protocols, and lots of questions.
We can help you navigate some of those hurdles with our Back to School series.
Join us every morning starting at 6:30 a.m. only on News 3 Now this morning.
Don't wait. Furniture and Appliance Mart's 4-day Labor Day preview appliance deals are on now. Save up to half off Labor Day appliance deals. Plus no interest financing for 18 months on all appliances with no minimum purchase. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
I kept my receipt from the last time I was at Rogan's to save even more in back to school for my kids. The shoes I'm getting today are half price. I get the best savings for my family at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A dream for an area boy battling cancer is coming true. 8-year-old Silas Klaus is battling lymphoblastic leukemia. Today, he powered on in the new game room at Chuck E. Cheese. The grand reopening features a newly remodeled building with an interactive dance floor, and it's the first time in 4 decades since Chuck E. Cheese has been renovated. Tonight, there will be free pizza, cake, and play for the first 25 kids.
Rock County is combining a lot of its services into one building. A ribbon cutting held for the Dr. Daniel Hale Williams Rock County Resource Center today in Janesville. The center will serve as the Rock County Healthcare Center, Job Center, and Humane Services Department, among others. It'll host 28 different programs, nearly 500 employees. Officials say this one-stop shop for residents was needed in the community.
So our conditions assessment told us we had about $38 million worth of outdated equipment in our buildings. So we had a major investment in just infrastructure.
Well, Dr. Daniel Hale Williams was a renowned black surgeon who founded several nursing and physician teaching institutions that served the black community and trained black physicians and nurses. He was an Edgerton and Janesville resident. We'll have a final check of your first warn forecast in just a moment. Stay with us.
Save on the best name brand mattresses with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection in stock now. Your choice, 14-inch firm or plush queen mattress, just $4.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
Shop the big sale at Grand Appliance for exclusive savings of up to $1,000 on qualifying appliance packages from these top brands. Save on top of great sale offers like this Samsung front-load washer for just $728, or this LG 25 cubic foot French door refrigerator for just $14.98. Shop GrandAppliance.com or your local Grand showroom to save today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Don't you wish you could wave a magic wand and have whiter teeth? Well, you can, but it's not magic. It's power swabs. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and boom, whiter teeth and a better smile. And since you're not dealing with messy trays or awkward strips, you're less vulnerable to the harsh sensitivity they sometimes create.
I've used strips. They seem to really hurt my teeth. The power swabs, it just seemed very gentle.
It's so simple and easy. You just open it, you apply it to your teeth, you forget it's there, and I noticed that they're white and bright again like they were before.
I noticed actually a difference the first time that I used power swabs. You put on the first coat and then the activator goes on and immediately you start seeing it working.
It only takes 5-minute applications to get a brighter, whiter smile with power swabs. You just snap, swab, and smile. Power swabs have been clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and remove stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so powerful, it removes stains from coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking.
I love my coffee in the morning.
I will never stop drinking coffee. I will not be the person drinking hot coffee with a straw.
As much coffee as I drink, I can use my power swabs and eliminate the staining.
When I use the power swabs, I applied it directly to my front tooth where the coffee stain was.
I like being able to individually get the teeth, and most importantly, it got kind of in between the grooves.
You can put it directly on the stain that you see on your teeth, and it's so precise.
But as powerful as it is, it's also gentle and causes 0 to minimal sensitivity.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
Take it from me as someone who has gone the dental route, but has also gone on the shelf route, and I've not really seen anything work as effective and as easy as power swabs.
Whiten your teeth this Labor Day by ordering power swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free quick stick pen to use on the go after meals or a cup of coffee. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Save now on furniture with the A1 Instant Rebate with a huge selection of inventory available now. Your choice 2-piece sofa and love seater sectional, just $9.99.
Madison's locally owned family furniture store.
Save online or in-store with the A1 Instant Rebate.
And let's go back to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, some thunderstorms over the western part of our viewing area. Not severe right now, but storms west of the Twin Cities are being watched because that might form into a line that'll sweep through southern Minnesota, much of Iowa, and southwestern Wisconsin later on tonight. Right now, you can see just some showers, perhaps an isolated thunderstorm over toward Prairie du Chien and just west of Richland Center. Temperatures in the mid-80s in Madison, but where the rain has cooled the air, it's in the 70s closer to La Crosse. Dew point temperatures, though, are high all over. Upper 60s to the lower 70s. Look for a low tonight of 69, a high tomorrow of 86 with thunderstorm chances tonight and tomorrow, and an alert day in the forecast through tomorrow. You can see those temperatures, though, cooling off for next week.
All right, stay with us. CBS Evening News is next with the very latest on the developments in Afghanistan. We'll be back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.